Well, good morning. Good morning to you. This is Brother Charles, and welcome to Enriched Lives. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I just want you to know that I am worthy, I'm blessed, and I'm a creator. And I want you to know also that you are worthy, you are blessed, you are a creator. Also, you're worthy. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough in anything, because you are. You are worthy. We've been told this life for so long. We've been told that we're not good enough, we aren't worthy, and therefore we have to do all this and do all that because we're not worthy. But here, my friend, I just want you to know that you are worthy, and you are what? Blessed. You are blessed, and you create your situation. You do. You create your situation. So now this morning we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, a topic that we can all relate to. Is one that I would say that is part of our stay here on the planet. And I would say, for instance, that this is part of the curriculum that I'm taking, that you also take. We all take this course. Some of us do good, and some of us don't. So we have to continue to take it until we master it. And the course that we're talking about is patience. Patience. We're going to talk about patience this morning. Patience is a very interesting thing. It's one of the virtues that the Bible talks about for us to develop and let patience have its perfect work in us. You'll find this scripture over in James, where he talks about in James 1, where it says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Let patience have its work in you. Patience is basically endurance. That's all it is. It's endurance. So you are a patient person, but you have to develop. This is part of your development. Patience is part of your character. Developing patience is one of the final things that you can do for yourself, is that you develop patience. Now, there are three things that I want you to understand in reference to patience that you should be proficient in. And one is self. Develop patience in yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. I hear people saying these, oh, I'm worthy, I'm not good enough. Oh, I made a mistake, I messed up. So no, my friend. Develop patience in you. You are the person. You don't get it right. You always continue growing. You're growing constantly. So we have to be patient with ourselves. When we mess up, get up and go back over and do it over again until you get it right. Mastery is a word that you want to put in your vocabulary. You want to learn how to master things. And patience is part of our stay here on the planet. Develop patience. Develop patience with yourself. You didn't get it all overnight. I'll give you a good example. When you first started driving, you were nervous, you were holding the steering wheel, you were nervous, and all of a sudden, but once you began to constantly do it, all of a sudden, you got one arm on the steering wheel and the other's outside the door. You're comfortable with that now. Why? Because you took patience to learn how to drive. We have to develop patience in ourselves. So don't be so hard upon yourself in developing patience, because patience is the virtue. It is a patience. Personally, I'm in Patience 101. We're all in Patience 101. We're class. It's part of the curriculum. It's part of who you are. So you want to develop patience. Develop patience in yourself, my friend. Develop patience. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Oh, I messed up. That's okay. Learn how to laugh at yourself. Develop patience in yourself. You must have development in you. Patience is part of you. And another thing that we want to develop patience is our speech. Be careful what you say. Learn how. Don't just start saying anything all of a sudden just run. Yeah, have you ever had a case of diarrhea? And some people have what I would call diarrhea at the mouth. They just say anything. All kind of stuff be coming out. And of course, this is because we haven't developed patience. Be careful what you say, because it can come back on you, my friend. It can come back on you. By your words, you will be justified. And by your words, you will be condemned. Patience is a virtue that you must learn before you jump up and say something. Think before you say anything. Develop patience in your character and your development. Patience is very important. But please take time to develop patience in who? In you, because you are a divine being. You're a spiritual being. You're having an earthly experience. I know you don't believe that, but here again, it is true. It is true. You can take water, and water can become a hard substance. You freeze it, it becomes ice. You boil it, it becomes steam. You take it, and you can vaporize it, but it's still water. And you, my friend, when you depart out of this body, you leave this flesh here, but you're still you. You don't cease to live. You continue to exist. Somehow or another, we've got this false concept that, oh, death is the end of it all. That's going to be a no, my friend. Have patience. You're just beginning the journey. You're just beginning the journey. So have patience in development and how you see things. Develop patience in yourself. Now, another thing is for us to develop is patience in our adversity. And when you have patience in adversity, that means that you understand the situation, you understand what's going on. See, patience, it's one of those things that you develop through practice. You have to practice patience. I don't know why we're not teaching this. Why we can't practice patience, because it is one of those virtues in life that you must learn to develop. Oh, there are relationships, and you have to have patience in relationships as well as on your job with other people. Why? Because patience is a virtue. And when you are having patience it comes from attaining the attitude that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. When you understand the process, how things happen, you say, okay, we're just going to watch this out. I'm going to have patience in this situation. I'm not going to be the type of person that jump up and curse you out because you said something that provoked me. See, here again, patience comes out and understand the fact that you don't let people provoke you into saying something or doing something that you will regret later on. So patience is a virtue. It's one of those virtues that you have to practice, that you have to develop. Develop patience, my friend. All relationships come and go. Spouses do crazy things. Boyfriends and girlfriends do crazy things. People on the job do crazy things. Patience is a virtue. Develop what? Patience. Why? Because it is good for you. It shows your maturity. When you understand how a situation is going to unfold, you don't worry about how it's going to come out. You have what? Patience. You know how the situation is going to end. You already know that. There's a scripture that says that he who has begun a good work in you is faithful in what? Just to forgive. He's going to continue. He's going to finish that work. So patience is one of those virtues that if you notice that the older that you get, sometimes you're not as quick to react in a negative manner. People say things to you. You probably in your younger days, you probably would have been fighting them or cutting them or doing something to them, but now you don't. And then you understand the fact that when people bring you all kind of negative news, you don't just get upset. Well, she said that and he said that, and then you go back and fly off all the hell. No, my friend, you what? You have patience. You say, well, you know what? I'm going to see this through. I'm going to see this thing through. I'm not going to be reactive. I'm going to be what? Proactive. Why? Because I'm developing what? Patience. Patience is a virtue that you and I must learn how to do. There are three things in patience that we must learn how to deal with. And when we develop tolerance and patience, we develop patience with other people. When people come across your path that upset you, that get you angry all the time, or say little things that you don't like, my friend, these are your teachers. They are teaching you patience. You see, you have to understand. You have to say, well, you know what? I'm not going to get upset about that. I'm going to work my way through this thing. I'm going to let patience have its perfect work in me. And sometimes when you do that, you will say, oh, I'm sure glad that I didn't say what I wanted to say. I'm sure glad that things didn't happen where I thought that it was going to happen. But if I was quiet and I was patient in this situation, therefore what? I allowed it to take its course. And when it runs its course, you say, oh, that's how it's going to be. That's how it worked out. Patience is a virtue. It is a virtue, so don't let anyone provoke you into doing things and saying all kind of negative stuff that you're going to regret later on. Develop patience in your going-ins and in your coming out, in your daily lifestyle. Every day is a day that we can practice what? Patience. We can practice patience with ourselves. You can practice patience with your enemies. You can practice patience with your siblings. Practice patience, because what? In the end, it's going to what? Work out. It's going to all work out. You have to be patient in all kinds of situations, my friend. It's one of those virtues that you practice. It just doesn't fall out the sky upon you. You have to practice patience, my friend. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough. Yes, patience is a virtue. We all learn. The little baby, when he starts out walking, they fall down several times, but they get back up. They get back up. Why? Because they understand the message that they're going to walk. In order for them to walk, they're going to make some mistakes, but they keep getting up. They keep getting up. So when you make errors and mistakes and things, be patient, my friend. Keep on moving. Keep moving forward. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep moving onward. Stop letting people provoke you. I know we have this current situation in the world today. There's a great deal of upheaval, bigotry and racism and all these type of things that are going for. People are hating people because they have no apparent reason to hate them at all, except that they're not of the same nationality that they are. They don't look like them. And so these are individuals that are sick, my friend. So you're going to have to be patient with them, not to fall into that same category of being ugly and mean as they are. You have to understand, sick people do sick things. They don't do well things. They do sick things. So when you're patient with a person, Remember this, my friend, the truth is going to come out. I don't care who it is or who does it. Truth comes out. Whether it's good or bad, truth is going to come out. So there are divine laws in the universe that function, and as the scriptures say, God is no respecter of person, and this is true. It doesn't make any difference. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many houses you own. I don't care how many degrees are behind your name. I don't care what you do. Patience is a virtue that you must develop. And here again, my friend, these laws are in the universe, and when you break it, my friend, guess what? You pay the consequences for it. Now, just as gravity is universal, it doesn't make any difference who it is, a baby, an old man, a young person, a rich person. It doesn't make any difference. Can fall off a building. Guess what? They're going down. Why? Because of the law of gravity. Gravity is universal. Therefore, there are laws in the universe that apply to everybody. So it looks like this person is getting away. Oh, they've done this and they're doing that. But you know something, my friend? When you have patience, you just sit back and say, okay, this is going to take place, and this is going to work out. It doesn't look like it's going to work out, but it's going to work out. Why? Because the creator of the universe has put certain laws into place. And when people do certain stupid things, don't worry about them. They're in states of darkness. So don't you get caught up in that rhetoric about, oh, things are bad, we got to do this. You don't have to do anything, my friend, but be patient. And watch the great creator work things out. God always works things out. Something's always happening good for me. Something good is always happening for me. Good things are always happening for me. Good things are always happening for you, but you don't realize that. Why? Because you're impatient. And when you become impatient, you can't see what is unfolding. But when you are patient, you understand that the scripture says that he who is with you will never leave you nor forsake you. My friend, the kingdom is not outside. The kingdom is inside of you. Happiness is not outside of you. Happiness is what? Inside of you. Search inside and find the happiness that you are looking for. It's right there. It never was gone. It's always inside of you. There's a story told of an individual. This man, he wanted to teach his young boy about the values of money. And so he told his child, he said, listen, if you don't do some work, then I'm not going to let you eat. So the little boy, he said, oh, okay, all right, no problem. So he went there and he asked his mother for some money. So his mother gave him a little coin. Okay, so he took the coin. These people stayed on the farm. So he said, okay, take that money and go throw it in the well. And so the boy didn't ask no question. He went and threw the money in the well. And so then the next day he got upset. You can't eat until you do some work. So the little boy went to his grandmother. His grandmother gave him corn. And so he came back to his dad and said, take that corn and throw that corn in the well also. The little boy didn't ask no questions. He said, okay. And so then the father went to the grandfather, and the grandmother told him what he was doing. And so the little boy was upset. So the third day come, the little boy said, well, I got to do something else. I'm not going to eat. So he goes into town and he asks the person for some work. And the man had a wagon out that he wanted to have unloaded. So the little boy takes the wagon and he unloads the wagon. And he comes on time and his father and the man gives him 3 coins. And he comes back and he replaces those. He said, look what I earned today. And the father said, take those coins and throw them in the well. And the boy said, Daddy, he said, I worked hard for these coins. I earned these coins. And the father said, that's what I want you to understand. So when you have worked for something, you appreciate it more. Learning values about who you are, being patient in your current situation develops who you are. You and I have the ability to be patient. We are divine beings created in the image of God. We are to be patient with one another. And when you're patient with another person, you're laying the blueprint for what? For prosperity and success. Because someone has to be patient with you. And you have to be what? Patient with someone else. So we always have to do what? Be patient. Be patient, my friend. Develop patience in your life. Be patient with those people who are doing all kind of crazy things in front of you. Be patient because they're trying you. They're trying you. This is your course in patience. You are being taught a lesson in patience. Don't worry about them because anybody that's doing you wrong or mistreating you, they are only hurting themselves. And once you understand this, you will be patient. You understand that the outcome is going to be good. Why? Because you're waiting on the Lord. And the Lord always works things out. Things are always coming about. So don't get upset and start cursing people out saying you're going to do this and do that. No, my friend, be patient. Stay the course and watch it unfold before you. The process is taking place when? Right now. Development is taking place when? Right now. Within you, you are a divine being. You're a spiritual being created in the image of God. So take time, take care, my friend, and do what? Develop patience. Patience is a virtue. So listen, we're getting ready to wrap this up. So this is Brother Charles with Enriched Lives. Thank you for tuning in. You can also look for us over there on YouTube with Enriched Lives. Give us a thumbs up on this here and tell someone else about this program. We enjoy doing these teachings for you, and we hopefully and prayerfully hope that something was said that you can apply to your daily lives on an everyday basis. Remember, develop patience, and I guarantee you things will work out fine for you. Thank you very much, and you be blessed.